Okay, so today we are here for another episode of Devil May Cry 3. This is Mission 4. As you can see here, I've actually maxed out all of my classes now, so I can finally best show off, the exact thing that these classes are used for. As you can see, I picked Royal Guard for this one. You can see I got the block and charge the release, the air block, the air release, and this thing here called Ultimate. And what Ultimate does is basically takes your block energy and turns it into health. Now, I changed my equipment here. I changed my shotgun to Spiral, but I didn't use it. For whatever reason, I just didn't use it, but I will be using it again here shortly. As for Agni and Rudra, I switched it over to Cerberus, which is the weapon we would have just gotten since we just killed, the Cerberus. As you can see, I've also purchased all of the blue orbs and purple orbs that you can get from the shop, so the only way I can get health upgrades now, or the only way I can finish off the health bar, is actually beating the secret missions and finding all of the fragments. As for the Devil Trigger Bar is maxed out. And I also decided to go out and purchase all of these skills for all the weapons. If you're wondering how I did this, I did it through the game's Bloody Palace mode. It's just easier to do it that way. And all the guns are maxed out as well, even though I don't even use half of them. I only really use 2. Now, Mission 4 can be kind of long, depending on if this is your first time playing, or how much you forgot, or if you're coming back here, if you forgot, okay? Now, you're trying to get through that fire, but this mission, we're not even worried about that. We're actually going to be going up. This mission can be long. I beat it in about 15 minutes. Actually, less than that. The video is 15 minutes, but it was less than that. As you can see, that stance that he was taking, that is his block stance, and that dash forward is the release, and that golden shield is ultimate. Now, Royal Guard works this way. In the HUD there, you can see that there are 3 orbs right next to the health bars. Right on the left of them. Now, as you block, these orbs will start to glow. When they become a solid color and no longer glowing, you have a full charge for that level. Since this is level 3, you get 3 charges. Now, once they're charged, if you lock on and hit forward and B, or forward and circle, depending on what console you are playing on, you will dash forward like an inch, and you will hit him with an open palm. Now, this doesn't seem like much, but you've taken all that energy that you've built up, and with every level, even the lower levels get powered up, so you charge this thing to 3, and you hit him with it, and it becomes really nasty. Now, the thing is that there is some timing. Like, if you time a block right, you'll actually get them to... You'll get their sword to bounce off you, and they will go into a stagger animation. And that can be helpful. Now, if you time a release just right, just before their attack hits you, same with the block, just before the attack hits you, time it right, and you'll actually do more damage. I believe it's double the damage that you would normally do with that hit. Also, I'm going to say this in advance, excuse the lag, but I forgot to switch my console settings back to 720p, and I recorded in 1080i, and my computer does not fully like that. Keep in mind, my computer, it works for this, but I cannot record in the highest definition, as then it does not work at all. Also, I must say that you'll have to excuse my voice. My voice is going out slightly, but I'm still wanting to bring in this content. Now, you can see here I'm using Cerberus, and Cerberus is it's an odd weapon. It's a nunchuck essentially, but it's 3-pronged. I've never seen a 3-pronged one, and I know quite a bit about weapons. When I was younger, I just did a bunch of studying on it. But you can see here, I'm dodging these guys, I'm shooting them with ebony ivory. I took a hit, and I start to block every time I see them back away. And when they do that backflip away, that's a common thing for these red guys here, that they are going to attack you. So they're gonna back away, and then they're gonna dash forward, and they're going to launch a scythe slash and attempt to hit you. As you can see, I'm starting to block, and you can see that one of the orbs is now a solid color. And that was the stagger block I was talking about. It's called a Royal Guard. Like, there's guarding, and then there's Royal Guarding, and Royal Guarding is done last second. Just like that release was right there. And you can see it instant, even with just one charge, it obliterated both of them into nothingness. So Royal Guard, if you get the timing right, is by far the most powerful class in the game. I will go out and I will say that. I will say that and I will stick to it. Even though Royal Guard is one of my least favorite classes. Now after this, I'm going to show you Trickster. And then I'm going to show you Quicksilver and then Doppelganger. And then after that, I will switch up however I see fit. Now, Quicksilver and Doppelganger are the two boss classes I was talking about a couple videos ago. Quicksilver, basically both are made for heavy comboing, being able to make new chains and stuff like that. Each one does it differently though. Quicksilver allows you to slow down time and gives Dante super speed while in this time slow. As for Doppelganger, Doppelganger allows you to, basically, as it says, make a double of yourself. However, this drains your DT gauge, your Devil Trigger gauge, or DT. And the reason it does this is because you can only summon a Doppelganger who is in Devil Trigger. And the reason why is because in the boss fight against the Doppelganger, he is always Devil Triggered until you hit him with light. So they're playing off of that. Now, I don't know if it happens on the HD collection, but I do know that on the PS2, if you plugged in a second controller, you could play at the second player could play as the Doppelganger when you summoned it. I tried it out; it actually does work, but I don't know if it works on the 360 or the PS3 with the HD collection because I have not tried it. Like hell, they even fixed the codes. Back on PS2. If you enabled one of the codes, you could still save and load, but on this, achievements are disabled, saving is disabled, loading is disabled, everything is, the only thing you can do is start a new game. However, I don't see the point in doing that. I can just unlock everything as is. Though the only outfit I'm really wanting to unlock is his Sparta outfit, because I do like the look of it. But that is, it's actually a little bit difficult. I think I gotta either beat very hard mode. I think I gotta be either hard or very hard, and I'm thinking it's more I gotta beat very hard mode. There's also, I believe, a costume you get for Virgil for beating the Bloody Palace, and then there's another costume you get for beating Dante Must Die, because you can get Super Dante, which has a couple neato little thingies. But you can see I've actually used Devil Trigger more in Royal Guard, and the reason I use DT more in Royal Guard than I do anywhere else is because Royal Guard, no matter what you do, you're going to take damage from the hits that you're going to take to, block. So I compensate by using the Devil Trigger's health regeneration. As you can see, I'm jumping up here to this hidey hole, and there's nothing there. But this is where a blue orb fragment is normally, had I not already gotten it. As you can see, I shot there just to show you where it is, and I jumped down. Now, you can see we're back out here into this main room, and we're going in a spiral, and I didn't decide to jump up there because this is where you're going to want to jump. You can either kick jump to get up there, which is jumping on the wall, hitting the jump button when you touch the wall, or if you have air hike already, you can use this double jump. Now, as you can see, it says Steel Thy Soul, and it's in yellow. We're looking for a specific thing, but we can't get there in there yet. And as you can see, as you run across the stairs, no matter what you do, you're not going to make it to the other side. And you come down here into the Chamber of Sins. So in the Chamber of Sins, there's going to instantly be a bomb guy. I would suggest shooting him as quickly as possible before he becomes a nuisance, and proceed to destroy these guys. Just keep an eye out as they are numerous, and not only are they numerous, but there's more bomb guys that appear. And with the white ones and the red ones combined, it does become irksome as the white ones can teleport to you no matter what, and then they can instantly attack you. As for the red ones, they like to jump and move. They have no set pattern. So it's really, really hard to actually pinpoint them down. As you can see, there's another bomb right there. I took a hit for doing that, but I took out a lot of health from these guys. I didn't take off as much as I wanted, of course, because this is hard mode now, so you can't take bombs aren't insta kill on everything anymore, unfortunately. As you can see, they spawn en masse, and I start getting those blocks down just right. And blocking, just like using Trickster to dodge, blocking does in fact it does in fact increase your combo meter. So that's actually a good way to keep chains going. As you can see, I stingered him. The thing is Royal Guard is one of those styles where you're not going to use much firearms, but you're not going to use many of your swords either. And the reason being is you're going to end up having to... You have to do more than just tank them. Like, sword style, and Swordmaster, you can tank them. In Gunslinger, you can tank them. As for Trickster and Royal Guard, you're going to be mainly... You're not going to really tank them as much as you're going to really just be counterattacking. You don't want to actually get into the thick of things like that. I mean, if you're using Trickster, you have a little bit more leeway than you do with Royal Guard. Because the thing with Royal Guard is the guards can be broken and Trickster's dodges cannot if you dodge at just the right time. So, you know, you're gonna have to really tank with this. You can't really tank with either one of them because, you know, Dante can instantly be broken out of a lot of his stuff, and you know, it's not very helpful for him. Trickster is what as I said, what I'm going to be using next. Anyway, boss tip here. This is actually a really easy boss to fight. Just want to jump here on this part of the head, as this part of is the head and does the most damage. And you want to like jump up here and everything, and like if you stay locked on, you'll notice that Dante will follow. As you can see, I'm shooting just to show you. Dante's lock-on cursor will follow him through the walls. You can see what you can do here is you can just land on the head and beat the crap out of him. As you can see, I got the kill blow just as he hit me. And you want to collect these orbs, and you want to collect the ones that fall behind you. Those are easy to miss. Now this is the end of the level, believe it or not. Actually, as soon as I go through that door, we're going to get a cutscene triggered here. And this cutscene is the final cutscene of this level. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game, but there's a lot more gameplay later on. In the beginning, they're just kind of helping you with helping you understand what the hell is going on. So we got one of the things we need to get rid of that fire now. So, as you can see, Dante is the door's closed, and Dante's trying to open it. Door's not opening. So, you know, as Dante does, he's gonna attempt to, you know, knock it down. And nothing happens. This is also the first cutscene with one of the most eccentric characters in the Devil May Cry universe. The Jester. He has to be one of my favorites. But he is one of the most annoying characters that you will meet in any of the Devil May Crys. Like, he's even more annoying than... I think her name is Lucia, and she's off of 2. She's the other playable character on 2. And her voice is like nails on a chalkboard, so Jester can get more annoying than that. But he is, whereas he's annoying, at the same time, he's so funny that not many people notice it. He also attempts to help Dante here and there with his own personal gain. As you can see right now, he's actually attempting to help him.
Or is that too difficult for you?
And, of course, you know, Dante likes messing with people, and so he messes with the Jester. I'm also going to be doing the Jester's boss fight, showing you where they are. There's only 3 of them in the entire game. They're optional, though.
Bingo! That is what the something is. Remember that, kid? Write it down on.
And Jester here is going to actually make his exit. And this is actually where the level is going to end. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, I did get an A rank on this mission, despite everything. I took a little bit too long. Using this style is not something that I like using often, so yeah. Took 9 minutes to get through, and that was actually pretty good. I could have shortened that time. I could have gotten more of the orbs. I could have gotten more style points. I definitely could have taken less damage, but this is a style that it revolves around taking damage. So yeah. As you can see, I'm saving here. I'm making sure, you know, everything's saved. Put 30 hours into the game thus far, and I plan on putting more in just for you guys. But since this is the end of the video, I have to say peace, and I will see you all in Mission 5. Take care.